Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I will explain about what is passive voice. What is passive voice? The passive voice is a grammatical construction in which the subject of the sentence receive, receives the action rather than performing it. In other words, the focus is on the object, not the doer, atau the subject. Okay. Next, in active voice. Now, for example, active voice, the chef cooks the meal. The chef cooks the meal. Now, for subject, the chef, verb cooks, object the meal. Okay, next in passive voice. For example, passive voice, the meal is cooked by the chef. The meal is cooked by the chef. The meal is cooked by the chef. Okay, for subject, the meal, the receiver of the action. Okay, next in structure of passive voice. Now, formula. Subject plus to be plus past participle with 3 plus by plus agent. Agent optional, okay. Okay, next in tense and passive voice structure and example. Now, for example 1, now for formula, present simple, I am, is, are plus V3. For example, the letter is said. The letter is said. Okay, next in past simple, was, were plus V3. For example, the book was read. The book was read. Okay, next, future simple, will be plus V3. For example, the food will be served. The food will be served. Okay, next in present continuous. For present continuous, I am, is, are being plus with 3. Now, for example, the house is being painted. The house is being painted. Okay, next in past continuous. Was, were being plus with 3. Now, for example, the car was being repaired. The car was being repaired. Okay, next in present perfect. Now, has have been placed with 3. Now, for example, the report has been written. The report has been written. Okay, next in past perfect. Had been placed with 3. Now, for example, the homework had been done. Okay, next in not, the doer, the agent is optional in passive voice and is introduced with by. Okay, next in present simple. Now for present simple and active and passive. Now for example, active, the teacher explains the lesson. Teacher explains the lesson. Okay, next in passive. Now, for example, passive, the lesson is explained by the teacher. The lesson is explained by the teacher. Okay, next in past simple. Now, for active, he repaired the computer. He repaired the computer. Now, for passive, the computer was repaired by him. The computer was repaired by him. Now, next in future simple, they will finish the project. For active, they will finish the project. Now, for passive, the project will be finished by them. The project will be finished by them. Okay, next in present continuous. In present continuous, active, she is cleaning the room. She is cleaning the room. Now for passive, the room is being cleaned by her. The room is being cleaned by her. Okay, next in past continuous. For active, the workers were building a new road. The workers were building a new road. Okay, for passive, a new road was being built by the workers. A new road was being built by the workers. Okay, next in present perfect. For active, we have completed the homework. We have completed the homework. For passive, the homework has been completed by use. The homework has been completed by use. Okay, next in past perfect. Now, for active, they had flattened the trash. They had flattened the trash. Okay, next in passive, the trash had been flattened by them. The trash had been flattened by them. Okay, next. And when do we use the passive voice? When do we use the passive voice? Now, when the door is a noun, the window was broken. We don't know who broken it. We don't know who broken it. Okay, next, when the door is not important. Now, the room is cleaned every day. Now, for example, the room is cleaned every day. Okay, next, in when we want to emphasize the result or object, not the subject. For example, the cake was eaten. Focus on the cake, not who eat it. Okay, next in scientific or formal writing. Scientific or formal writing. For example, the experiment the experiment was conducted under the experiment was conducted under controlled conditions. The experiment was conducted under a controlled condition. Okay, next in passive versus passive voice side-by-side comparisons. Comparison. Passive versus passive voice side-by-side comparison. Okay, and active voice and passive voice. Now, for active voice is, for example, active voice, sing song. She sings song. For passive, for example, passive voice, a song is sung by her. Okay, next, for example, two in active voice, he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. Okay, next in example passive voice, a letter was writing by him. A letter was writing by him. Okay, next in example 3, active voice, they will build a bridge. For example, passive voice, a project will be built by them. The project will be built by them. Guys, that's all the explanation of passive voice. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, guys.